When I was a child, my parents told me to never go past the stone line. They say the boundary lands are scarred and dangerous.
But I've been to the capital. The lands are scarred and dangerous there, too.
The people of the kingdom are scared. They're ready for change. They want to be able to dream again.
And now, for the first time in 1,000 years, an expedition is ready to leave Zobari!
We call it the Feld.
It's the size of a city, and believe it or not, it can move.
They're taking the city past the stone line?
Out in the wilderness to find a new place to live.
Sights no mortal has seen before.
Lands untouched by any hand.
We're making our dreams reality.
And forging a new path forward.
Together! Together.
All to find a place where we belong.
Well, hello, and welcome back to another episode of Diceburgh. We're on episode 11 today, called An Offer You Can't Refuse, because we're dealing with some Johnny Ten Eyes. Before we get to Johnny, though, a little recap in case it's your first time joining us, or in case, you need a little recap since the last time. Having successfully defended the camp not once, but twice over the last 24 hours, the newly named Get Shit Done Plains Runners, as our scouts have called themselves, have went into full-on detective mode to figure out, I realized I jumped the gun on the recap there a little bit.
No, keep going. Everything's off the walls.
It's okay. So before I'll hold off on there for a second.
I'm so excited to get started.
I was just so excited. I'm really excited to get to Diceburgh, and I forgot to introduce our lovely cast. You got to know who the Get Shit Done Plains Runners are.
Yeah.
So let's go around here, beginning with right on top of me here on Discord, Erica.
Yeah, hi. I'm Erica Harding. I am your Water Genasi Druid, newly appointed captain of the GSD-PRs. She's fine with that. And yeah, I'm super excited for tonight's game. I'm still coming off of con exhaustion, so I'm ready for this. Yeah, let's go.
Next, moving on down to Big G, Jared.
Hello, lovelies. Hi, I have unbridled chaotic energy today. And I just want to say happy Pride Month to all my fellow gays out there. Hell yeah.
Yeah, happy Pride Month, everyone joining us. And then last but certainly not least for tonight, Bayor.
Hello! Yes, I play Bayor, the Leonin Paladin. All of the crazy things happen when the party shrinks down to 3. So I cannot wait to see what the crazy stuff that we do today. But yes, happy Pride Month, happy Rainbow, happy all that. And I really hope that we mess stuff up. For Johnny Ten Eyes, I want to eat him. I just want to eat the guy.
If you've astutely seen, 2 of our cameras are off here this evening. That's because we are unfortunately missing Arizona Mendez playing Celestina Paint, as well as Brill from Dumpstat playing Arguvar. But maybe Brill might be joining us here. We'll see. If luck, we'll cross our fingers and hope that Brill makes it tonight. If you are new here to 5% Chance, welcome. There are other fantastic games on the channel that you should check out. Tomorrow night, we have the Ash and Shade Committee, which kicks off at 7:30 p.m. It is DM'd by our wonderful technical director for Diceburgh, Curtis Haflett. So if you want to check out him DMing, tune in tomorrow night at 7:30. And then Saturday night, the Dark Dominion returns. If you missed the premiere on last Saturday, the last episode 1, go check it out. I know it's available on Spotify now. It's amazing. It's a great episode. So don't miss it. Don't miss episode 2 coming up this Saturday. The video is also on our YouTube channel, so you can go check it out there. Subscribe to us on YouTube as well, where you can catch up on all the episodes of Diceburgh, as well as all the other games that we have here on 5% Chance. And of course, Diceburgh is brought to you by thanks to our friends over at C4 Labs, the best smelling dice trays available that you ever will find. Boy, do they smell nice. That is not their official slogan. That is just what we like to say about them, because they do smell really nice. All their products are handmade. They are really, really nice products. They also have some really cool designs, like the Synthwave Tower. I showed it off last episode. I'm using it again this episode because I like it a lot. I just kind of show off whatever I use from C4 Labs. So go check out C4 Labs. Use code BURG15, Berg spelled just like Diceburgh, 15, and you'll get yourself 15% off any item of your choice. Now I can get back to the recap that I was so eager to get to the first time around. Because the scouts, the get shit done plains runners, having defended the camp, went into full detective mode to figure out who was behind these attacks. You found a heavily armored lockbox, which Bayor and Big G just remembered. As part of their past, you found that it was called the Heart of Stone, and you found a strange key on the body of the doppelganger attacker that fit, or seemed to fit, the lockbox. But before you went ahead and opened it, you went and consulted with the camp's mage, Ayler Synthar. Yeah. Ayler, yeah. Words tonight. Words are going to be difficult for the evening. I apologize. Arguvar discovered that his pet Oobleck spawn was not only growing, but had begun to take the forms that it had consumed from his memories. The scouts, after talking to the mage, went and took the Heart of Stone far away from the camp in case something bad were to happen when you opened it. After a brief discussion, you found a sending stone in the Heart of Stone that was blinking with a message from the other side. After a brief discussion, a portal opened up to reveal a beholder who introduced himself as Johnny Ten Eyes. And after paralyzing Arguvar, who got a little too close to the portal, it was revealed that Johnny had a frozen version of Miranda trapped inside of a gem that he held up. And that is where we're going to jump back into things for the evening.
I shoot him with magic missile.
I believe you tried that last week and it fizzled out.
I probably, but I also remember I shoved a bunch of everything from the chest in my robe. Celestina lowered a rope and pulled me back up. That is solid in my mind.
I believe, so it's Big G and Celestina are up on the edge of this pit, sort of safely away from everything. I know Rylin and Bayor were down in the pit, and Arguvar was starting to get back up. You see Arguvar start to lift himself up a little bit, and the same sort of electric yellow beam shoots out of the portal and hits Arguvar again, and his body tenses up, and he just as the statue falls back down and kind of rocks over to the side, paralyzed again. And you hear the voice coming through the portal of Johnny Ten Eyes as he says, gonna keep him on ice for a little bit longer. And like his attitude, too much here.
Might be for the best in your interest.
Now, the rest of you seem like a reasonable bunch, right? So I'm gonna explain the situation that you happen to find yourselves in. All right? Now, for the last 1,000 years or so, you surface dwellers have sat tight behind your little walls of your little kingdom. And yeah, you had a couple of villages, couple of towns that came out, but you didn't go too far. You left the rest of the world well enough alone, as you should have. But now, you're coming out here with this floating city that you're going all over the place with. You're sending this camp here, sending scouts out everywhere. Flying all over the place. And let me tell you, my employers have begun to take notice. And so they sent me to get in touch with you to see about, to see if you'd be willing to make an arrangement.
Can I hear this from the top of the hole?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can hear it.
I go ahead, Rylin.
I mean, what kind of arrangement? Because this was more of the floating city, and us scouting out was for our own safety. As you know, the planes have decided to, kind of become one. In the moment. So, if your arrangement might suit our arrangement, then maybe we can work something out. But what do you have in mind?
I assure you, I only have the safety of your city and your camp in mind.
Hey, can I insight check that?
Yeah, go for it.
I don't need to insight check that.
I'm not even...
I know I don't, but I want to. It's a 19 on the die. Okay. For a total of 24.
It's definitely not the entire truth that you're getting from Johnny Ten Eyes. Although there is a certain amount of truth to what he's saying. It's sort of truth veiled with lies.
Okay.
I choose to respond without... I know that he's not all there. If by you ensuring the safety of the city is only a mere pawn in the rest of your scheme to pad your pockets with money and resources, I understand what you mean.
He kind of laughs. You see this big, broken, toothy grin as he chuckles. He goes, "Oh, that's very funny. No. I am seeking to line your pockets with money and riches and ensure the safety of this little venture that you have going out through the wilderness here. As your little friend here stated, it is a very dangerous world out there. And the people I represent are both very powerful and very generous. And are willing to... are willing to seek an arrangement that fits us both."
Say your piece. You'll not get much from us.
Well, you see, since it is a very dangerous world out here, there's things y'all don't even begin to know about. I mean, things that would tear that little city of yours out of the sky without even thinking twice. Now, my employers have the means to offer protection, let us say, to the city and to the camp here. I mean, I don't want to push any boundaries here, but technically you are invading on our territory right now as it is. So,
I mean, hypothetically, are you saying that you can offer our floating city protection from, say, I don't know, a white dragon that might be heading this way?
that's where the arrangement part of the arrangement comes in.
So it sounds like you're saying no.
I'm confused. Are you saying that we're weak out here?
Well, I'm saying that this camp here has been attacked twice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. I take offense to that. I don't like your attitude, sir. Okay, especially the tone you're using. I'm gonna use disguise self to give myself a bob haircut, and I go, "Excuse me, okay? You're done. You're done. I want to speak to your manager, your employer, okay? You keep talking about these."
Big G, dear. Hi.
Oh, yes, Captain.
I think we got it. Are you okay up there?
Listen, I got a lot of treasure. I just want it. I just want it all.
We're working on it.
Okay. I get rid of disguise self.
Now,
You just comb it away.
let me assure you, you very much do not want to speak to my employers.
That's not really what he meant. He just gets a little agitated from time to time. I mean, he is a very compact person and has the energy of, well, I point over to Bayor. That can get a little feisty sometimes.
Right. Well, like I was saying, this camp has been attacked a couple times already in the last 24 hours. I mean, it would be a shame if more bad things kept happening.
You're the reason that our camp has been attacked in the last...
Whoa. I'm not saying
Is that really what it sounds like? Is that you're just kind of sending things our way to make us maybe want to work with you?
I'm sending things your way as a means of getting your attention. To be honest, if you can't deal with what we've sent already, then you're not going to last long out here.
Well, we have. So, we may have lost a few people, but I mean, that's in any great battle, you lose a few people. Not saying that it's difficult, but it does take some time off of our schedule. So, I also don't see how... Because really, you haven't said anything to make this arrangement other than the other beasts that we might face as we continue to travel into unknown territories that we are also very prepared to face. In a way, sir.
If you are so prepared to deal with the beasts that you might find out in the wilderness, you are more than welcome to turn our little offer down. Now, of course, we are going to be holding on to your little commander.
Well, so that's where you get my attention, is that we do need our commander, our lovely commander back. So whatever things that we can do to help appease you, to get Commander Miranda back in our lovely graces. I look forward to making that arrangement possible.
Understood.
So,
well, I am disappointed that this is strictly business, as it is, that we can't come to a further arrangement. Maybe, you know what, we'll say this
Everything
is a trial
business.
run for now.
I have a question. I'm a little confused here. Sorry, Rylin, if I'm step
Oh
in
no,
and-
Big G, come down.
I'll stay.
I bring up my
That's
shield
fine.
and I'm gonna levitate down back again.
Yeah, I'm just shouting from the top. So I'm a little confused. You're offering us protection for the camp, right? What are you looking for in exchange? Are you just handing out protection?
Well, you're asking the right questions here. Now, first off, as a, we'll say a down payment, you happen to have an item in your possession that my employers are very interested in. It's, frankly, more dangerous to you than it is useful. So, you can think of it as us doing an additional favor of taking it off your hands for you. You picked up something in that swamp that doesn't belong to you.
What are you talking about?
A small black rock. A shard of that pillar that you found.
I don't remember a shard. Do you
Wait,
remember a shard?
I don't recall.
Well, you're just crazy. You're making stuff up, okay?
Go ahead, make deception checks here.
Okay.
Both of us.
Just gaslighting a mafia boss. Ooh, okay.
Natural 20, baby.
17!
Well, you nat 20'd me because I don't remember the black shard. Did we name it something else?
Well, I think one other person in this party has it. But I'm gonna keep a tight lip on that.
I don't remember this moment. Was I not here? Because I know I missed
Doesn't,
one.
doesn't Arguvar have it?
Can wait above table.
Yeah.
I don't think we actually have it, but someone in the camp has it.
Well, that's what I thought.
It has been picked up by someone.
That's what I'm thinking. Okay.
Yes.
No,
Because I know that we took stuff away from the obelisk, but like parts of the obelisk. Wait.
No, it was the camp. It was
The-
after.
No.
It was
Wait a
the
minute.
journals we found.
When we burned the dragon, there was something left of the dragon, right?
Oh, where
And
is
then
it?
And then we like touched it or something, and that portaled us into the swimming turtle in
The
space.
turtle. Hold on. Wait.
If I remember correctly, but that I don't know if that was a shard of blackness.
No, I do have something written in my notes about an obsidian shard with like white on it. And I thought I clarified that we didn't get it, but it was in the notebook of the camp that got
Oh, that's
demolished.
So,
to step in here, I think to clarify a little bit. Now that I remember, you picked it up. Bayor specifically picked it up and has it on him. It is
Okay.
the small leather pouch that you picked off of the dead body.
oh
in
well,
the
yeah, I
first
don't mess
camp.
with dead people's stuff. So
And
yeah,
you
that's
never,
probably,
you kept it with you, but you never looked at it.
yeah, no, it's dead people's stuff. I don't mess with that stuff.
We've been holding on to this sacred item. We're like, I don't remember. How about you? I don't know.
Like Bayor has his codes that paladins have to follow, and one of his codes, like if he walked into a tomb, he would never open a sarcophagus. That's just not something he would do. And if somebody handed him something that was part of a sarcophagus, he's not unwrapping it, he's not opening it, he's not doing anything with it other than giving it back to its rightful person. He
Bayor, look at
believes in
this
that
femur I
magical-
found.
Yeah, not happening. So yeah, that's probably why. I don't know what
right,
the heck
well-
this is. All right, well, anyway, I'm not going to metagame that. I have no idea what this person is talking about. So there you go.
Either way, 17.
He is
for my
accusing me
deception.
of theft. He's accusing me of theft. That's what I think right now. He's extorting me and accusing me of theft. I don't like him.
Well, let's go back to those deception checks.
So back, what was that a total of?
I had a nat 20, so 21.
17 total.
Okay. he kind of looks over at Rylin, and his eyes kind of flicker. You see kind of a couple of his eye stalks flicker up and down as he's unsure. As a couple of them, though, Big G, they kind of are more focused on you.
Are they like poking out the hole and looking up?
Yeah.
I just
Like, what was that?
just eye him up.
As he goes, it doesn't surprise me. Really, you probably don't even know what it is exactly that your friend over there is holding on to, and he very clearly makes a gesture towards you, Bayor.
Bayor bristles. He is bristling now. His mane is doing the cat thing. It's...
Oh, what's the matter? What? Come on, don't tell me. You didn't even look at it? You weren't tempted at all? You didn't feel the pull of it? When it was right in your hands?
Let me tell you something about pull and desire. When I left Solbare to join the Feld, it was not to steal your land. It was not to invade homes. It was to save my own. Let me tell you something about desire. There is only one thing that is stopping me from jumping into that portal and delaying all accounts of my own body to sever you in several pieces. And that is the commander that you are holding. That is desire. And it is taking all of me. Not to do something reckless. So if you would, for the first time in your miserable life, speak plainly with that gaping mouth of yours before I rip out the tongue. What is it that you want?
Want me to speak plainly? Well, all right then. See, what you and your little friends have stumbled into is about the largest arms race since the Great War. It's the largest arms race since mortals figured out that they could ascend to godlyhood. These pillars that we've found. There's something about them that's powerful, that is ancient, that is older than anything else down here. Now, the dragons figured this out quickly. They tuned into whatever was going on with them, and they started flocking to them. Whatever dragons are left on this plane of existence are making their way towards these pillars. And apparently, so are some other pests, like those dragon worshippers that you all took care of at the other pillar. Now, my employers have located one of these. They're not sure how many there are, but we know about 4 of them. And we would very much like to, they would very much like to get their hands on pieces of the rest of them. They're curious about what kind of role they might play.
Just an above board question before I make a decision. And I'm probably not going to have, I don't think I have time or you can decide, Rylin, about the look that I might be able to give you. But when we accidentally stumbled back into Solbari, what specific item was given to us that let us communicate with the offices there? Was there anything like a teleportation device or something like that where it's like,
I think it was just
when you...
No, so it wasn't, it was nothing that we could actually communicate with. It was just the scroll, I believe, that they could watch us.
Okay.
it wasn't like a we can talk back. It was we have this scroll. At any point in time, they can essentially scry on us to make sure that we're still kind of fulfilling the checklist that we have, to which we have gotten all of one thing.
What was that guy's name again?
Archmage Fargus.
Fargus, that's right.
I had my notebook when I started. And then there it is.
Don't I have that scroll?
Yeah, I believe you.
I don't know who I gave it to. We have it in the group.
Because I was going to try to see if I could copy it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say I believe it was Big G.
I have not tried at all. So what is this guy? What is this guy after? What do you? So
I still have no idea what he's after on me. Other,
But besides the shard, is that? Oh, hold on. Excuse me, Johnny Ten Eyes.
Who's speaking up there?
Don't
why
worry.
don't you come down here so I can look at you eye to eye?
This is your conscience.
They do sound remarkably similar.
You don't want to do this. Trust me. There's better things in life. Specifically, like the things inside this chest. Oh, yeah, that's right. What were they again?
Listen.
Look, I just want to know what I got.
You can keep whatever's in that chest that you found as a down payment for any future services that you may provide for me and my employers.
I
will offer you that.
immediately take off my robe, wrap everything up, grab the rope, slide down, and go, now you're talking. Let's talk business.
Did that get your attention?
Oh, 100%. Look at me, I'm a kobold. I like shiny things. But anyway, so
here's what I need from you and what I will offer you in return.
Okay.
Number one, as a insurance that no more disaster occurs to your city or to your camp, you will hand over that shard that you found.
Okay.
Number two, I am sure as you are aware that this blizzard that is encompassing this area is not all that natural. Now, my employers believe that whatever dragon is causing this storm, we believe that they have found one of these obelisks. And that the obelisk may be itself moving or traveling somehow with the land. Now, if you all were to go and fight this dragon, as it seems like that was your plan anyways, my employers will provide a level of help and protection, as well as your first dibs on anything that you find in said dragon's hoard if you were to defeat it. All that we ask in return, access to the obelisk after you're done with it.
I have a couple of questions before we agree to any of this, if I may.
Shoot.
Well, I wasn't talking to you. Hold on, Johnny. I'm talking to my crew over here. Okay,
Huddle?
Captain.
Yeah. Do we want to huddle and chat?
Oh, team huddle. I would love a team huddle.
Let's go.
So, Rylin, how are you feeling about this?
So I don't want to give over the shard because we don't really know what it is.
Well, I was gonna ask him. Kind of figure it out.
I also feel that there is a point of negotiation, where if we give them access to the shard, we can keep one of the walkie-talkie stony things, and they can also give us information as well. Because if these obelisks are kind of the root of the problem of the planes coming together, maybe we can share information. They don't want us on their land.
we kind of would like to settle down, I think.
Yeah, I feel like this is like an enemy of your enemy is your friend kind of deal, right?
I agree. Like, I kind of trust him,
Yeah.
but like just enough that like I need to watch my back.
I would like to rip out his spine if he has one.
Oh, he
think
doesn't.
he
I'm
does.
sorry. I hate
Yeah.
to tell you that. He has like a weird tentally goop like going on in the back, but
I understand the wanting to dismember our new associate. But
so sorry to interrupt. Could I see the shard real quick?
I don't know what he's talking about.
I think it might be the thing that you took off of.
I try to pickpocket Bayor.
I open my bags and let the kobold rifle through all of my things. Not there.
So you find there are two things that on Bayor's body that match the description of what he might be saying. There is the small black shard and a leather pouch that you kind of look into just long enough to see that's what it is. There is also a black gem in the pile of gold that you found underneath the first obelisk on the Dragon's Hoard. There is a black gem that was a part of that hoard.
I'm going to cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
And I want to see if either of them have a magical aura around them.
They both do, as a matter of
both
fact.
do.
Let me.
While he's doing that, I would like to ask Johnny some questions, mostly to distract him from whatever it is that my associate is doing, and also to get the actual information that I want. But I'll wait for you to be done.
Give me one moment. Because I know you can tell the.
Oh, Rylin. While God is looking up some stuff, I was also thinking maybe we should ask what kind of protection that he's offering.
Yeah, I kind of
like if there's other
means, like-
kobolds coming, let's not take the deal. I don't get along with other kobolds. If it's like a couple mind flares, let's not deal with them. That's kind of dangerous.
Yeah, so I think maybe I think so pretty much he was saying that like he kind of created the last like few attacks.
We're being extorted, Big G.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, he's from the Underdark. It's kind of a like it's like another Tuesday.
So I feel like really the protection is more just like from them hindering us, not the overarching world hindering our travels.
Oh. Well, let's just kill him then.
But knowledge.
If we're still in conversation right now, if this item is so desired right now to him, then it seems that we have equal parts. We desire Miranda, he desires this stone. So he is trying to barter with us and thinking that he has all of the advantage in his hand. But he's already revealed, and we have just as much leverage over him.
Oh, I have an idea. Can I ask a question to him real quick?
Yeah, of course, Big G.
Okay. Team break real quick. Johnny.
Yes,
Johnny.
Before we get back to it, what was the stones things?
Like what did you have? What did you find?
Yeah, what class of magic?
I'll say as you're having this conversation, Big G, you're like, what? Looking through your stuff. So you find.
Oh, this is out of all of them, like all the stuff I took, or just the two stones?
The two things, right?
Oh, I was gonna tell you everything you found.
Oh God. Okay, let me grab my pen. That is a broken pencil.
Desperately looking for my pen. It's not.
Yeah, I'm
where
saying
I
as you had this conversation, you probably had enough time to rifle through everything to be like,
Done and done.
There is a very ornate coin pouch that carries about 15 platinum pieces inside.
I'm fucking rich. See ya. I'm going down to the east coast of Solbari. I'm getting myself a cabana. I'm retiring.
There is a very plain, ordinary looking coin pouch with 50 gold inside of it. There is one full set of sending stones, as well as the one singular one. Now the two singular sending stones appear like they are smaller and less ornate than the singular one. There is a vial that is black and thick liquid and is very like carefully sealed. There is also a very. It looks like it almost looks like it's wrapping another glass vial, but it appears to be like a very kind of plain looking backpack that has been used to wrap up a crystal vial with this iridescent powder inside. And Big G, if you have detect magic still up, I'm assuming is when you did this.
Mm-hmm.
So there is magic not only coming from the glass vial, but from this very plain looking bag as well.
I reach my hand inside the bag.
Okay.
I hope I get eaten. It's the theme of the campaign.
The bag is a mimic, and he gets swallowed, and we got to pull him back out.
Big G, you pull out as you reach your hand back out, suddenly you feel this weight like attached to your arm as you are hoisting out a large trunk.
If it starts to come out, I just push it right back in just for now.
Yep.
I just keep it in there and close it up and put the backpack on. By the way, I'm currently naked as a kobold because my stuff is up top. Which I guess now I'm like putting back on my robe and like I'll put the robe over top the backpack.
Gotcha.
But Johnny, my man, my favorite ten-eyed freak.
Yes.
So these like rock things, right? How is it that you're a very smart individual, as you've shown already, and like I'm gonna be honest with you, Johnny. Gotta trust you more than these two back here. Ooh, am I right? So, how is it? Like, I love knowledge. How is it that you find these things? Like, are you just all knowing and know where every single thing is?
I'm a very well connected individual within the Underdark.
I see that. You know, I had my connections when I was down there too. But I'm just so curious. Is it like magic, or is it like you hire a guy and he's like in the shadows constantly?
Can I suggest a brief voice change for Johnny Ten Eyes? I know all of the best people, and I have the greatest. I have the greatest team in there. Anyway, carry on.
I'm sorry. Yeah, Johnny.
Yeah, how do you do it? Like all of suddenly you knew we had it. We didn't even know we had it. So like, how do you do it? That's incredible.
Like I said, my employers are a group of very powerful individuals. It is better to be on their good side than it is to be on their bad side.
Oh yes,
for sure.
your employers. Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. And what was the names again? Oh, you said it earlier, but I'm a little.
Most certainly did not.
Oh no, you did. It was like started with an F, right? What was the names?
Nice try there.
I had to try.
You're a couple letters off there.
So we'll start working. Is it in the front of the alphabet or the other? So two.
Like I said, you are better off not knowing who my employers are. Make an insight check, Big G.
Oh, I am not good at those. That is a 9.
9. Let me see.
You know, there was that one point in my life I thought I was better off not knowing.
He will
Until
work.
that one day.
So you can see Big G, he's talking a big game, right?
Well, of course.
But you see there's a few of the eye stalks that as he's talking about his employers start to like turn around and look behind him before snapping back to focus on you.
This is so tempting. You know what? Fuck it. I kind of like do that like arm onto the portal, like Johnny, we need some trust between us, okay? If we're gonna be working together, I'll give if you give, And while I'm like here, I just quickly shove my head in and I'll look around the room.
Okay, make a perception check for me.
Solid 5.
Got you.
I'm getting rid of that.
I also need a dexterity saving throw here. Big G.
Ooh, I'm decent at those actually. Let's go back to the good old faithful. 16.
16. Okay, so you dart your head in and look around. It is shadowy and it is intentionally dark. You see that there is
I like the ambiance you got here.
going on around here. You briefly see that there is another figure in the room with Johnny 10 Eyes.
Gotcha.
Before this, there's a black and white beam that shoots past your head, and almost like in slow motion you see it traveling as you duck out, and then quickly the portal is blocked off by Johnny 10 Eyes' body. As you see, it's mostly just the large eye and mouth of his body.
Okay.
As he swoops in and goes, "That is very close enough." As I said before, and he kind of looks down at Arguvar, who again is like, and he shoots him with another beam, and he just freezes up again.
Is he like right next to me?
Yo, yeah, Johnny 10 Eyes is right up.
Oh, you're a lot bigger than I remember. Oh, okay.
As I said, that is close enough.
Okay.
You are better off not knowing who my employers are.
You're right. Hold on.
Trust me.
Team huddle, and I just like blow him a kiss. Okay, so I tried to figure out some information. Did not work out. I apologize.
I have an idea.
Yes.
Big G, you're more knowledgeable than I am about these things, but that scroll of teleport, how does one best use it?
Oh, all we have to do, like, if you hand it to me, I could open it up, we could read it. We're back in Soul Bar.
Could I read it?
You could. It just might be difficult, and it might fail. I mean, I'm assuming that if you're all touching me, we'd all go.
Right.
Also, I just want to put that out there. We also almost got arrested and fined last time we unwantedly teleported into the city. And I don't know if I trust the capital.
The last time it was because we teleported unintentionally. This time I would have a very good intention. And it's not... So you're not knowing the full extent.
We also don't have the grocery list yet.
Hoping that the DM does not actually listen in on this plan and foil it before I actually do it.
it requires this whatever this monster wants to be in some vessel of some kind, a bag, a pouch, or something. And I want to try to step into the portal with it. But it's not going to be the actual thing in the bag. When I step through, I will also have the other seeing stone that he has been using to communicate with us. I drop that, and I teleport back to Solbari, thus cutting off any connection that he has with us, and leaving him in the dark.
I like that plan, except for the fact that Arguvar is literally drooling on the ground right now. I don't know how far we can get you in.
He didn't ask permission.
You know what? That's fair. What if?
Wait!
This is crazy. This is crazy.
Secondary. What if we just put the seeing stone in the bag instead of the rock? Shard. We put the seeing stone in there, we give it to him, he opens the bag, he sees the seeing stone in there, the portal closes, so he no longer has a connection with us, and we have the shard to find out whatever it is.
Actually, this is a very good question. Is the stone creating this portal, or did he do it?
I'm guessing it's him.
But he knows of our location, and that kind of thing.
I feel like the stones, they're more just for hearing. You can send a message from far away to people, almost like a walkie-talkie.
I mean, this big beholder right here, he's kind of just threatening us. Let's be honest. He's literally shaking us down for our cash. What if?
I feel like we could actually probably walk away from this portal. I mean, we would be leaving Commander Miranda.
It does strike me odd.
But think about this.
Just taken it.
Think about it this way. Commander Rylin.
Yep. Nope. I'm still kind of coming to.
Or this. Commander Geralt. I would
also
take up that.
Disagree.
I think it's a great idea.
All right, calm down.
I could fit that part. I mean,
you very well could, but not at the moment. No, it'd be poor timing, poor taste.
I mean, we could also do the other two, the other captains. What if instead of a commander, we make like a council?
I'd like a council.
Yeah.
Big G.
Yes?
I'm going to politely say that you have got us miss off track, as they say.
I'm sorry. That's it's usually what happens.
You do hear from somewhere in the portal the beholder going, anytime now.
So I have a question, just real quick before Johnny will be right with you. What if we just give him it? We didn't even know we had this.
Right.
What
if it's really important?
Here's my concern.
So how does it affect our mission? We have two missions right now. One, keep the city going.
We don't know.
The dragon.
But if the dragon is going after this obsidian, then it is obviously hunting us down because we have it. Which is why I would like to know exactly what is going on with that.
The dragon's actually going after an obelisk, like the one that we fought Kroll at. And then got transported onto a giant's turtleback.
Oh, you know what? I'm sorry.
That's really what the dragon's going after.
Didn't he also offer us money to go look for that other obelisk?
Yeah.
Hey, Johnny. Sorry, Rylin.
Yes.
You know where the other obelisks are. You said you have found 4 of them?
Are you going to clue me back into the rest of this conversation, or are we going to keep playing back and forth here between the little huddle that's going on?
I kind of like back and forth.
Yeah.
Oh, that tested my patience. The one we believe is in the center of this storm, wherever this dragon is held up at.
Well, the storm keeps moving.
That's why we think the obelisk is moving.
Oh.
Or is it just the dragon moving?
Or maybe the obelisk is the dragon.
Oh, that'd be really cool.
Oh, that'd
be fun. So, I mean, we found one, and I point in the direction of where I think that. Big G, where's north?
I minor illusion the arrow to point north.
Great. That's my finger to where that one obelisk is. I'm like, so we know where that one is. And you say you have 4 more that you know where they are?
That was one of the ones we were aware of.
Okay, so you have 3 more. Great. Cool. Huddle. I'll like go back into the huddle with everybody. So, I mean, I feel like having the information of like where the obelisks are is a really like great thing to like kind of, because I feel like this is like the centerpiece of like why everything is molding together. And maybe also we could help Arguvar with his like quest to like maybe not defeat the world. I don't really know his roles and values.
There are many.
I truthfully, I don't see a downside in giving Johnny this shot.
I mean, the only downside is like, what if it's a key to something? But if we keep one of the ascending stones, then he can keep us up to date of like maybe information. That's our negotiation. We just ask for information back. We give them information whenever we find the obelisks, and then they give us information of what they find about the shard.
I've got this.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Johnny, my man. So
The annoying kobold.
yeah, that's me. Yeah, I'm glad you remember me. So we've come to an agreement, and I pull out this little shard and go, this right here, this beautiful thing that you're looking for, could be all yours, right? For exchange for that protection that you were talking about. And you take one of these, well, I guess, like, doesn't he have one of the sending stones?
Right, he does, yeah.
Yeah. So that sending stone you got, how about, if we need information along the way, we call you up, you provide it, and this could be all yours. Capiche?
Also, we do want Commander Rylin back.
Oh, yeah.
Commander Miranda back.
Commander Rylin, certainly.
Don't worry. You'll get your commander back as soon as you find this other obelisk.
Well, I thought we were getting money for the obelisk.
Oh, no. You get your commander back for the obelisk.
Whoa. Where's the money?
The money comes from, I think, someone. I thought that was another person.
It is a bonus that you get to keep from defeating the dragon.
What? Where's the money, Lebowski?
Johnny 10 Eyes?
Yes.
Sir, here's the whole thing. I feel as though we trade a rock for you trading a rock, because Commander Miranda is currently in a rock. I feel like that is in the good graces. That we will be in contact with you the entire time via the sending stone. So you know what we're doing. And you have the opportunity to create this lovely portal that you've already created to know if we're actually doing what we're doing. So, I think in good graces, you give us Commander Miranda and we give you the shard.
Give me a persuasion check.
You betcha. That one has been rolling horribly.
Could I potentially give the help action?
Sure, what are you doing to help, Big G?
I will also say, plus, Johnny, my favorite big eye. We were already planning on killing the dragon, so we could just go do that and keep the stone to ourselves. I mean, it's pretty comfy in my pocket already.
Okay, yeah, go ahead, roll with advantage, Rylin.
Great, thank you so much for that. I was like, as she's like talking, you see like the little like pixie also like kind of like perk up and be like, to like help give guidance for myself. So I rolled a d4 as well for persuasion. So that's 17 on the die plus 1. So 18 plus 4 for a 22.
22. You see the large eye regard you, kind of glance back and forth between you and Big G. And he goes, all right. You want your commander back so much? You think you're big shots so much? I'll tell you this. I'll give you the commander back. But that's all you're getting until this dragon is defeated. You won't receive any of the help or any other information until we get a hold of that obelisk. Then maybe we can discuss any future arrangements.
I'm fine with that.
I mean,
truthfully.
I'm kind of fine with that as well. I mean, can we have like the small information where like you can like point us in the direction of where you think this obelisk is? Because we're just kind of walking into a storm at this point. Storms are big. We would enjoy the help so that you can get what you want.
Well, if you want extra information, what extra is in it for my employees?
I think it's defeating the dragon is the extra in this arrangement. Not asking you to protect our camp at this time, nor are we asking you to protect our floating city. We're just asking you for the information to get to the dragon that you want to be defeated.
So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I don't know if you misunderstood.
You know
the
what,
whole point.
Johnny?
No, I think I did understand.
You know what, Johnny? I got an extra thing. Just for you, okay? I open up my robe and pull out my prized cigar and go, this could be all yours. Just for a little information. It's from 3 Rivers Watch. I've only smoked it for 2 puffs, and oh god, it was a wonderful 2 puffs. You can have it.
It's okay. That's all right. You want your extra information, and you don't want the protection that we're offering. That's fine.
Well, here's the thing. I thought you said you weren't going to offer protection until the dragon was already defeated.
Oh, like, I meant extra protection to help you defeat said dragon. If you don't want the protection of my associates, my employers at all.
No, I mean, that was part of the original arrangement. I think maybe we got our lines crossed there, Mr. Ten Eyes. What are you offering?
You hand over the stone to me.
Mm-hmm.
I will give you back your commander.
Mm-hmm.
I will provide tentative protection to your camp from any dangers that might exist out there.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as any extra protection, any items, any intelligence that my employees may possess on these dragons, that is strictly off limits. Once you have found this obelisk and reported its location to me or my employers, we will then pay you for your troubles and the protection of your camp and your city will be secured for a little bit longer.
Okay.
That sounds like a good deal to me.
Perfect. So we hand over the stone. You hand over Commander Miranda. We find the obelisk for you. Do not defeat the dragon, but you still continue to protect the camp. That sounds like a deal.
Excellent. Now, of course, the deal is contingent upon a few things. That stone you got there is to stay on your person at all points in time, just so I know where you are and I can check up on you whenever I want to.
Of course. We already have another proof of people watching us all the time anyway. So what's another one on our back?
It's almost like we're streaming.
I almost made the same joke.
Second, once you find this obelisk, you will use that stone to send me a message. You are not to touch the obelisk itself at all. You are not to try to inspect it further than what is absolutely necessary. That will be handled by only my employers.
See, I feel like you're now adding things to this term of agreement. Whenever I said it was a deal, meant that we were going to find the obelisk. And nothing about the contingencies of how we inspect the obelisk was a part of that deal. If that's the case, and you don't want us to interfere with the obelisk in any way, shape, or form, then maybe there's a little something else that we can help you with if we also get information about the obelisk. Because I feel as though we are both trying to solve the same puzzle. And why is not several brains better than just your employers?
Bayor is getting increasingly frustrated. If you had wanted the stone so badly, why didn't you paralyze all of us and come over here and take it?
Listen, that's an option. That is on the table, should I grow tired of this conversation, quite frankly. However, at this moment, I feel there may be more to gain from this relationship than just taking the stone from you.
You know what? That's fair.
I agree.
However, if you do prove that false, we can take that by force.
Oh,
Well,
Johnny. I feel
we
like
don't
we're
want that.
friends at this point.
You know, I like to say that, but every time I try to be gracious and offer you a deal, you keep turning it around. You keep trying to get more and more out of me when I think we've been very generous so far.
Johnny,
We
Johnny
agreed to your
boy.
deal, and you added more
The pipes,
just
the
now.
pipes.
Yeah, and this is just a negotiation. You're just adding details to the deal that I originally agreed to. So I need to now agree to the deals of the details.
I look at Rylin and I say, I think he's just a poor negotiator. You know, not everyone
do
is good
too.
at everything.
No, this is just typical Underdark, this is like when you walk up to somebody and you go, oh, hey, what's up? My name is Geralt, Big G, and you shake your hand. This is what you do in the Underdark. You spend like 2 hours just trying to negotiate over one stone. It's like...
But he doesn't seem to know that, so he's new. He's just new to this. You're new to
yeah,
this.
he's
It's
probably...
fine.
You know, he's
No,
probably
fine.
north of the Big
first
Orange,
deal.
you know?
This is not my first deal. This is far from my first deal.
It's fine. It's
understand.
okay. It's everyone has a first. You know, it doesn't happen every time. It's all right.
Yeah, you don't have
It's
to feel
okay.
bad. I remember my...
Newly promoted. We understand, Johnny Ten Eyes. We get it.
So what do you want?
Oh, we've already
So what we want.
negotiated, didn't we?
No, so what we want is we will get information from you of where the obelisk is. Once we find the obelisk, we will let you know where the location is of that current location. As you say, it might possibly be moving. But we have the full authority to continue to inspect the obelisk with the hopes that the dragon that is moving with it is not there. We have no intention of defeating said white dragon. We are not within the capabilities of defeating said dragon. So, if we come into combat, we will let you know that this has happened and we will flee the scene. But, if we do come into combat and we decide not to flee, whatever is there, as you said prior, we get first dibs on. We will leave the remaining for you and the inspection of your employers of whatever is of the obelisk to continue to inspect. We will share information back and forth of all of the things about these obelisks, as it is the centerpiece of what is going on in the lovely material plane. Make sense?
than it doesn't. See, I think you think you're playing a much bigger part in this than you really are.
We already helped you once without your knowledge. Without our knowledge of helping you.
Call that dumb luck. Right.
All coincidence.
Give me another persuasion check here. See how Johnny is responding.
Oh no. I can't read it.
I will give you advantage just from the help of the conversation and everyone in the conversation.
I rolled it with my flower die that I realized I can't actually read.
Oh no.
Okay, so with advantage, that's an 18 on the die plus 1, so 19.
19. Johnny hems and haws for a second before he says, "You know what? That's fine. You think you can figure it out? Take all the time that you want. We'll know where to find you when we want access to the obelisk anyways."
Great.
So we'll
Now.
take command of Miranda now, right?
Oh, exactly. As you
Yeah,
said. But before we do that,
Oh my goodness.
Johnny.
there is a piece of parchment that floats over, and you see it is as you read it over, it is a surprisingly up to date contract with everything that you have said and has been listed that he has been updating, and you can see certain parts have been scratched out and updated, and he goes, "As soon as the contract is signed, as you said, you will receive a stone for a stone."
Captain Rylin, if I may, can I be the one to sign this?
You can read it first and then you can sign it.
Done.
I've talked a lot, so make sure everything I said is correct.
And I look it over real quick.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Give me an insight check. Or an investigation. I'll check whichever.
Investigation, please.
Okay.
Ooh, that is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. It is, like you said, it is very by the books, word for word. A lot of it is a word for word transcription, like you might find a stenographer doing. And you can see the agreement, where you said a stone for a stone, trading the amulet with Miranda for the black stone that you're trading, all the information trading that's going on. Yeah, it seems like it is as far as you can.
How long does that take to go over it? 10 minutes, would you say?
I'll say about 10 minutes, sure.
Okay. Then I'm gonna look over it and be fumbling through and playing around in my bag in my back a little bit.
Okay.
And I pull out a little piece of lead and I go, "Hey, Rylin, everything seems good," and I'm gonna sign my name. But I'm gonna ritual cast illusory script and sign my
Okay.
name with that. Make it fancy so it glows.
Okay.
Okay, and I'll go, "It's all here."
Is that all you're doing? You're just making your signature fancy? You're not trying any...
Yeah, no. I'm just casting illusory script to sign my name.
So it's not actually signed, is what he's saying then?
No. It's actually signed. Okay. Yeah.
Where are you doing this?
On the line.
No, physically, are you down in the pit?
I'm looking with my back turned to the portal. It's an actual signature. I just want to make it fancy for illusory script.
Gotcha. So, Big G, as you go to cast illusory script, you do feel as you put the pen to paper and go to actually infuse your signature with magic, you feel there's the spark of magic coming from your pen, but it's not transferring. Something is zapping it.
Fine, I pull up my actual quill and I just sign it. I thought I was gonna get one over you on you, Kurt.
It's that anti-magic cone.
Yeah, listen, I get you.
So yeah,
I write it down.
and as you hand the paper back,
I've signed
you
worse.
see the amulet that holds Miranda kind of float out in the middle, and it's held sort of right at the cusp of the portal. And he says, the shard, please.
Okay, listen, at least put it right outside the portal. You're the one controlling the portal, okay?
You see it
Okay.
floats just
I
over the
just
other.
fucking chuck it into the room. Go,
You see
there
it-
you go. And grab it.
And as it's sort of like the concentration dries on the amulet as the amulet drops and the stone is caught just before it hits him. And you see it floats up and behind him and disappears.
I just look at Johnny and go, and one last thing, Johnny. One last thing. This is actually like a kind of like nostalgic for me, so I appreciate it. Like this was kind of fun, just a little bit of back and forth.
Well, I'd be lying if I said I didn't like negotiating. It's
Right?
part
There's
of the
something about it.
something about
You'll
it.
get the hang of it, yes, the more you do it.
I don't like you.
Oh well, I mean, the feeling's mutual.
We're in
No,
business together.
Exactly. We'll be in touch through that stone.
I
Not
have
to
it.
get too far.
Yes. It'll be interesting to find out how good you taste. And then I misty step away.
You see, he kind of fades off into the darkness as the portal closes. And that is a good point for us to take a short break. So we'll be back
And you
in
hear
10
Bayor
minutes.
roaring, just roaring as loud as he can above you somewhere.
We'll be back in a short 10 minutes after we take a break. So don't go too far. Grab a drink. Be right back. Don't miss Diceburgh coming back. 10 minutes. 10 minutes till Diceburgh. More Diceburgh.
Bayor became a father.
It's incredible.
Oh, wow. That's such cool information that we're not going to recap it all for the audience. Welcome back to Diceburgh, where we are wrapping up a conversation with Johnny Ten Eyes. And as the portal closes behind you and the night air goes back to being still and quiet here outside of the camp, what are you all doing?
Bayor, Rylin.
Yes.
Okay, it's getting late. We should go back to our tent.
Yeah, it's kind of late right now. So yes, tent.
Okay.
Be great.
I just sprint.
Weren't we drunk like a couple of hours ago?
No, that was last night.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's fine. Damn it.
All
We'll
right.
get drunk again.
I make my way out of find my way out. Can I use Misty Step again? I think so.
I know Celestina's
I
still
am
holding
done.
on to
I'll
the
say
rope.
you all make
Yeah.
your way out of the pit fairly easily with Celestina's help.
Yeah.
Arguvar comes back to it and is groggy and bleary-eyed.
I just, as I climb up the rope, I go, "Thank you so much, Celestina. You're one of my favorite people ever." And I walk away.
Like Drew
So-
craft another flower for their hair and just like, here you go. Thank you.
Also, Celestina, if you could help Arguvar, he's kind of paralyzed at the bottom. Thanks, love ya.
Yeah, by the time the portal closes up and the rest of you have made it up, the paralysis does wear off. Arguvar is able to get himself out of the pit.
Okay,
All right.
never mind. Back at the tent, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say, is there anything else you're doing for the evening? Are you
Oh yeah.
Big,
okay?
Oh,
Go
yeah.
back to the tent.
is it a big winter storm still?
It is, yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not doing anything else.
Bayor. I start taking off my robe. Da, da, da. And then I grab the bag and I go, "Look what I found!" And I dump the chest out of the bag.
Oh, that is not where I thought we were going.
Not at all.
No, that's fair.
So,
I mean, this is
as
okay,
you dump the bag out, the first thing that clunks onto the floor is a trunk, like a large traveling trunk, about as tall as Big G himself.
That was in this bag.
Oh, there's so much in this bag.
Big G, you give it a second shake, and there is a small briefcase, like an accordion-style briefcase that pops out, and then right after it is a small folded leather pouch, and then one last shake, and a second large trunk plops out. This trunk falls down, and it hits the ground, and the clasp on it breaks open, and as it does so, you see there's various clothing and outfits, and you see pens and papers and various supplies kind of spill out into the middle of the tent.
Is this a nesting box?
We can wait. I have. Okay, Bayo, Rylin, I need your help with something.
Yes.
I want to test this backpack out. Okay.
Okay.
Don't jump in it.
I'm jumping in it.
Oh,
I
don't jump in
dive
it.
in it. I dive in.
And he's dead.
Okay, yeah, Big G, you immediately start to suffocate.
I've always wanted to do this. Oh no, I'm holding my breath. I start looking around. I'm just like, I full body jump in. Just not even head. I'm like swan diving in.
I'm gonna ask Erica, does your character know what these things are? This bag? Because I don't think Bayor would know at all. I mean, Kurt, you can make a call on that. I don't know if Bayor being his normal sheltered self.
So these are not very uncommon items. This is a bag of holding. Fairly common, especially amongst like richer societies or more wealthy people in society. Yeah, it's not an uncommon thing.
Okay.
I would say that she's probably seen one, but is still like doesn't understand how it works.
What do I see?
That's what I need to know. A sense of urgency. Do I have a sense of urgency about him jumping in, or do I like, he's in a bag?
No,
There
just really get him.
it's sort of a long-held superstition that you don't jump into a bag of holding because sometimes you never come out, and sometimes is the bagman that is
What do I
haunted.
see, Kurt?
Big G, you dive in to this bag, and there is a small hole above your head where you can kind of see light filtering in, but it's very dark and dusty. That light dies out almost immediately as you are just in a black void.
I shake the bag.
And then you feel a tingle on the back of your spine as
My hand's going in as he's shaking. He's like, Big G, Big G, Big G, Big G.
so as you feel kind of this space, it's weird because you don't feel like the bag is flipping upside down in the space. You feel just this tingle on the back of your spine, and then all of a sudden, out of a void, I rolled a 99 on my D%. Out of the void, you see this gray, long, fingernailed, clawed hand shooting towards you out of the darkness, and
As
all of
this
a sudden,
happens, I'm going to pull out my spell book, and in the back of it is a pressed flower, and I pull it out, and I start handing it to the claw. And I just give a big old toothy grin.
as your hand and the claw are about to reach, and just as you let go of the flower, Bayor flips the bag upside down and gives it a toss, and yeah, Big G, you land on your back, flat down on the ground.
No boogie bag man.
There's somebody in there.
It's the boogie bag man.
The boogie bag man.
It's the boogie bag man.
I don't know what the boogie bag. I mean, they seem nice. They just wanted like a high five or something. I gave them a flower.
Not as the stories say. If you jump in a bag, then the boogie bag man will keep you forever.
Oh.
You haven't heard of that?
No, I mean, truthfully, I was kind of scared just because I couldn't breathe. I didn't know there was no air there.
It's a bag. I was like, why would there not?
I don't know. I'm not from this place.
Wait, don't you know magic?
Well, yeah, I know magic, but
So,
this is
I-
like different types of magic.
I
I'm sorry. I just
Let's not
really
do that
wanted
again.
to try that out. I won't. Don't
Okay.
you worry. I'm just gonna quickly lock the
And then-
bag back up.
Look at the rest of the junk that's on the floor. Where did all this come from? I mean,
Oh, the boogie
aside
bag
from
man.
the bag, yes, I know the bag, but whose is it? Start
We wanna-
investigating the
yeah,
stuff.
should we rifle through it?
Sure.
gonna
Yeah,
rifle
do
through
group
the junk.
investigation.
Yeah, go ahead. Give me investigation checks.
Okay. I'm gonna use my metal die now.
And I think I have a -1 to that, so let me see. Yep.
17.
All right, I got 13.
See if I can make this any better. Investigation? Oh,
Yes.
kinda. No, not really.
I'm gonna fade away.
9.
Back now.
9. So the highest was 17 to Big G.
Mhm.
And since Celestina and Arguvar.
We're just having a fashion show. Look at this. You think I could wear it?
Yeah, so
Great,
rifling
Taylor.
through
Looks pretty good on you,
the
Bale.
things, you find the one of the large trunks is a disguise kit. It contains wigs and like makeup kits and several like prosthetics, and like it has a little fold out thing that has a mirror.
Put a wig on.
You, Bayo, you take that. I think you would really, really benefit from it.
While I'm still wearing the wig, Big G, no one possesses the skill to transform this face into anything other than a beautiful lion.
You know what? I take that as a challenge.
You would fail. You would assuredly fail.
You what?
You can try it.
You want to bet 5 gold on it?
I would bet 10.
10 it is, and I reach out my little cobalt hand to shake you.
I shake.
Go.
I can't wait until I
I'll
get off
see you in a
itself.
couple of levels.
The small accordion leather briefcase has all the supplies to forge documents. It's a forgery kit. The leather folded case seems to be a fine set of thieves' tools, and then the second large trunk has many different outfits, from fancy, elegant ball gowns and to tuxedos to peasant outfits. It appears like everything, there's no identifying marks or things that clearly point this out, but everything that you get a sense of is that this is the kit of that doppelganger, so that it had everything it needed to blend into society.
Okay.
Oh, this is really cool. I start fumbling through the thieves' tools. Can I have this?
Do you know how to use them?
I'm actually very proficient in these, yes.
Then of course.
Yeah. Take it away.
I think this is all very, anybody know how to use the rest of these things?
I point to the wig, obviously, on my head. Yes.
I still think it looks good.
Wait. I think this is actually really, a great tool set going further. I mean, especially if we go back into that city. It could come in handy.
Or anyone other than me, yes.
Well, we have ways around that, I think. Maybe.
You could
I've heard-
transform me into a goat or something, I suppose.
Well, I've heard tales of other ways.
Hmm.
You could have possibly maybe depending on if some of us have the magic to look like a human. That would be very interesting.
I mean, I personally, I'm gonna be honest, I can't. I'd just be too short.
Well, you could look like a small child.
I wouldn't wager a guess on what I would look like as a human.
Thought about that.
We could be a happy family. Yes.
Well, we're already a happy family.
Yeah, aren't we?
Oh, no. Now you've touched a nerve. Now I'm happy, sad.
I'm gonna lie, I am not a family person, so we could be like the best of friends, and I'd be very, very happy with that.
Are we not a family?
Oh, there's a lot of background trauma for me with family stuff, so I don't like thinking about people and families.
Oh.
This is not the time to divulge that.
Well, I
What
mean,
is it?
I mean, if you're
you would like.
comfortable.
Oh no, I don't know where my notebook is for Geralt and his family. It all started a long time ago. No, essentially, my father was a dick. You know, come from the Underdark. Not a great place. There was me and my 37 other siblings.
37?
Yeah.
You see, as you start talking, that my little like pixie friend comes and just like sits on your shoulder, does like a little like cat nuzzle.
You know what? I know exactly where this notebook is. Can I quickly go grab this?
Yeah.
Sure.
I'll be right back.
In the meantime, if someone could find me a recipe for some form of how to cook
So
an
there I
eyeball.
was.
Anyway. Yes.
But yeah, there was my 37 other siblings that we kind of just.
You have 37 siblings?
Yeah. Would you like to know about them?
Not really, because it sounds like a long time, and it's kind of.
No. It's. I mean, I could just call them out by name real quick. It's
Do that.
very simple.
Yes.
Eeyore starts to make himself comfortable.
Well, you see, there's my oldest brother. Well, I'm the eldest of all of them. Excuse me, it was 38.
Wait a second.
Jesus,
Is that why you're called Big G?
Oh no, Big G came after. After.
When did
No,
Big G come?
because I don't like being called Geralt.
Wait, how did you make it out of the Underdark? Do you remember?
Oh, well, Celestina was there. It was a whole thing. So my family, we were kind of.
You don't remember this right now, Big G. You haven't taken a short rest.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, how I made it out. It's
It's all right if you don't want to tell us.
It's
You know what? That's fine. We'll get back to my siblings. Well, you see, my second brother Garrett, he was a pain in my ass. You know, there was who was there? There was Garrosh, Gary, Gerard, Garin, and then my sisters Garrica, Garristina, Geraldine. Come from a long line of them. Oh, there was also my non-binary sibling Garizona. But there was also who was there? Garrixamillion. There was Garrixamillion. Gare. Oh, he was a little rascal. Like he was just constantly around the camp, just making like trouble for everybody. I really liked Goretti Prince Jr. Yeah, he was a pretty cool guy. There was also Grill from Garumpstead and Gerurtwise. He was those two together. Oh my God, you don't even want to know. They just like constantly banter back and forth. You know, the tabletop this, tabletop that. We didn't even have tables. I don't even know what they were talking about.
I tried.
Yes.
You broke me right there.
Yeah, I mean, there's just all of us. And then, don't even get me started on Stephanie. Ugh.
Stephanie?
Yeah, my youngest sister.
Oh.
Yeah.
They must have given up on the G pattern then, yes.
Well, yeah. I mean, after 37 Gares, I mean, it's hard to come up with a 38th.
Like, as soon as you say, like, Stephanie...
There is a Gary. This is my third brother.
Sounds like a nice scope.
Technically, actually, there's two Garys. There's Gary 1 and Gary 2.
It's a good name.
It's a really good name.
Was there a Gretty Prince to necessitate
Goretti Prince Jr.?
Prince Jr.?
Oh, Goretti Prince is my father.
Ah, yes, of course.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah, Goretti Prince Jr. is kind of favorite. Behind, well, not anymore.
Because you left.
Yeah, we did some unsavory things. Not so great things. I don't like talking about necessarily. But well, you know Johnny 10 Eyes. We just met him.
Yeah.
My family's kind of in the same line of work.
Oh. So that's why you didn't want any other, like, maybe kobolds helping?
Oh, 100%. I've kind of... it sounds awful. We were just talking about how we want to be a little family, but I don't want really anything to do with my family. I've kind of made my own. Came up here.
Exactly.
And started fresh, and that's why I try to do my best in life, to make other people happy and try to bring joy into people's lives instead of, well, that stuff.
Wow. Big G. You know, you have such a big heart.
Oh, I appreciate
Maybe
it.
that's where the big comes from.
Oh,
Is your heart.
I appreciate it. I think it's only like 3 centimeters, but
It's a metaphor.
Oh. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, Rylin. I really appreciate that.
Anytime.
I'm sorry. I forgot to tell you about one of my favorite siblings.
Oh.
Gerenifer Aniston.
Of course.
Right,
Yes.
great. Oh, she wants to be an actress? Oh, I think she'll kill it.
Why does some of them have 2 names and then some that have only 1?
I don't know. My father was like a weirdo. Like, sometimes he went through phases. Like, there's Gerenifer Aniston and Goretti White. I don't understand that.
Someone who named themselves Gretty Prince.
Yeah, I think that was his father. He was Goretti King.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
I never met him. He's been for a long time.
Is your family and your parents still alive?
Oh, well, my father is. I've never met my mother. If I have a mother, I don't know how that kind of stuff works with kobolds. I'm going to be honest. They don't really... Only thing they really teach is, well, how to survive. How to, you do what you must, and you don't think twice about it.
I never met mine either. Well, I guess I did. I just don't remember them.
Oh. Well, who needs family anyway?
I have you guys.
We have the best of friends.
I am
chosen
inclined
family.
to disagree.
Bayor.
We can all agree to disagree.
Family is important to some, I suppose. But it doesn't necessarily have to come from those that you are born with.
Exactly.
My pride has one saying before we go and charge out into the unknown. We say the Feldmanes count off. We cry out 1 altogether. We are all here. We aren't all from the same mother. We don't all have the same father. We all don't look alike, and we have different voices and different colored manes and fur, but we all fight for the same thing. We have the same heart. That's something better, I suppose, than your mother, your father, and where you came from, who you created. Big G, I think you are my family.
No.
You are
You're
my
mine
pride.
as well. You are all my family.
I'm proud of you.
Appreciate that. And
And I say that with my wig still on.
okay, yeah, it's knotted up in the braid. Hold on, let me rebraid it for you. Just start rebraiding. I wonder if anybody else has sometimes I think about the Underdark and there is some beauty down there, right? It's not all dark and sinister. It's like 99% dark and sinister, but there's some good.
Yeah.
Some. I just wonder if anybody else has from their problems with their family. Like, oh, here, hold on. Hey, Johnny. Just quick question, okay? Do you have family problems? Because I have tons. Like, seriously, it's kind of complicated. Are you there? Hello? Hold on, I think I'm getting bad connection. I'm just gonna speak louder. So, like my father, he's just a pain in the ass.
You speak into it, and it kind of glows as you pick it up and you speak into it. It kind of glows in recognition of the messages being sent through. There is not an immediate response from the other side.
My favorite part about the setting spell is it goes directly into your mind.
Put a voicemail.
Please leave a message for Johnny
I got
Ten
so-
Eyes.
It's
After the
I
tone.
have to leave a stone mail real quick. Hold on. You can reach me at this sending stone. This is Big G or Geralt if you're reading the thing. I'm just curious, from one Undakian to the next. I'm just curious. Love you. Bye.
A moment goes by, and Big G, you hear a voice in your head that just goes, I know who you are, and I know where I can find you. Now don't use this sending stone unless you got something important to tell me about.
Well, I mean, listen, trauma and important mental health is an important issue, okay? Like, we all have things in our past that we have to work through. We can work through this together, Johnny.
There doesn't appear to be any more response coming from Johnny.
You know what? I'll try to reach him later. He's probably... It was just a good start. It was a good start that we've assessed the problem, and, now he needs time to process.
Before any kind of resting goes, I want to turn to Rylin and say, do you have Miranda's stone?
Do
Do you know how we could free her, perhaps?
Big G. You know more magic than I do, and kind of more like the roots of magic. Can you maybe figure out how to let Miranda out?
I can certainly try. I will do my best at checking over this stone.
If we fail at this, there's the camp magician that we can maybe try.
Yes.
I will take an Arcana check here, Big
Okay.
G.
I'm gonna grab it, kiss it, put it up to the air, and go, this is for Goretti Mercury. I shouldn't have said that. That would be a 7.
I was about to say, you did say that he was a jerk.
Whatever magic is going on here, Big G, it is very powerful.
Ugh.
It is also a very strange sort of magic. It's written in... You can understand, like, there are very similar patterns to your arcane symbols, but it's almost as if they're writing it in a different alphabet.
Okay, we just have to hit it hard.
I mean,
Okay.
let's not do that.
Oh, no. Celestina, can you just, hit this with your war pick real quick?
No, let's not,
Oh, I'm just kidding. I'm messing with you all.
Perhaps if we can wake up Hester, the camp wizard.
Can I just, maybe it's not just, real
Wait,
magic, not like knowledge magic. No, wait,
No, the one,
he's
the
not.
old
That's
one,
right.
the old man.
Oh, yeah, that's right, my new friend.
Yeah. Maybe it's more, natural magic.
Rylin, would you like to take a
Bayor.
look?
Yeah, I just kind of assumed that you'd be the best one to,
So I hold it and try to do the same thing to kind of depict the filigree. And my little like pixie friend comes over and like tries to help me out as I like cast guidance on myself as I try to do an Arcana check.
Go for it.
On this. Ooh, that's so nice. That was an 18 on the die with a 3 for guidance. Plus my Arcana, so 18 plus 4 is 22. Plus 3 is 25. That's math. 25.
There we go.
Nice.
Arguvar with the crowd.
So you, looking over these arcane symbols, you can tell there are layers to this enchantment. There are safeguard, where if one of the primary enchantment, if it is tampered with in any way, there is a secondary enchantment to sort of make sure everything is secure and safe. The exact nature of them is a little bit mysterious to you. However, you can tell, similar to Big G, that these are very powerful magics.
Yeah, so this is a little out of my depth. So maybe going to see the Archmage.
Did you relay all that information to us?
I did.
So this is a kill safe then. You see, if we had taken Miranda and not given over the rock, we still wouldn't have Miranda. We would only have a rock.
Kind of.
I think this nefarious eyeball still has a hold of Miranda, even though he's not here.
Maybe we can break it with the Camp Mage's help. If not, Big G will talk to our Johnny Ten Eyes in the morning.
I will eat him.
I feel like that's still on the docket.
I can tell you right now, beholders, not that tasty. They're kind of like tough.
You've
That's
eaten
all right.
a beholder before?
I've had a nibble.
Like it was like a buffet situation.
Ready,
It's like I went
Prince.
to like the market and they were like, "Oh, here's some beholder jerky," and I went, "I want to try that. Why not?"
He went to the Golden
was like-
Corral.
It's a free sample.
The Golden Corral.
I can't.
I've been waiting on this for like the past 11 episodes to reveal these names.
We are going to wake up Hester. If he's not asleep yet, then we're gonna go bother him.
Sure. So to be clear,
asleep.
Hester was the healer.
Yeah.
Where
Healer Sinreth
Healer.
is the
Hey,
mage.
I got my
Healer,
notes
yeah.
all messed up.
Gotcha.
there he
I was
is.
like, Hester's dead.
Oh yeah, Ayler is the elf. Yeah.
Yes.
Ayler.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's still you can hear the faint music playing from outside Ayler's tent as you come in. You see he looks up more startled than he was the last time as it's gotten later in the evening as he adjusts his glasses and goes, "Oh, it's you. Did you find anything interesting in the Heart of Stone?"
I hold the door open for the other two and slightly longer for the wind to just burrow in and then close it.
We found Captain Miranda.
Close that quickly,
Yeah.
please.
We found Captain Miranda.
I hold up like this stone.
You found the what?
Yeah,
I mean, Commander Miranda. Sorry.
May
Ayler,
I?
it's been a night. Let me tell you.
So there's many layers to this magic we have seen as like a safeguard. We really don't want to kill her, and we feel like you might be the most knowledgeable to maybe let her out.
Is there a guard anywhere outside the tent? Any kind of scout or anybody outside?
So there's a double patrol going on right now. So there are guards not far by, but no one like stationed directly outside Ayler's tent.
I just want to call one over to ask them if they can find the Mollywompers, the captain of the Mollywompers, or the captain of the other ones.
Sure.
Sewer
yeah.
rats.
Sewer rats.
Amros, yeah, Amros
said
and
water
Molly.
rats.
They go, yeah, I believe they're both sleeping in their tents. You want me to wake one of them up?
Both of them, if you can.
Both. All right. Be right back. See them disappear into the night.
All right. And I leave the door open slightly a little bit longer and close it again.
Aylar.
Oh, yes.
So I'm sorry to go off in a completely other direction, you two, and I'm talking to Rylin and Bayor. I found some other stuff that you might be interested in helping me figure out what it is. And I pull out the 2 vials, and I go, I have no idea what these are, but they look cool.
Yes, here. And he waves a hand, and you see there's a table that has various books and scrolls that are piled up, and you see they fly up and they assort themselves back on the various bookshelves and the scrolls, roll themselves up and put themselves in cases and just kind of stack them all neatly. As he sits there and waves his hand, kind of overseeing it all for a moment, he goes, please place whatever you want me to take a look at on the table here.
Including Commander Miranda.
Yes, especially the amulet.
Right.
So placing the things on the table, he takes a look at the amulet first, and it's a large red gemstone that you can see kind of holds a frozen image of Miranda in it, and it's tied to a green type of metal chain. And he takes a look and kind of adjusting with his glasses, and he gets out looks like almost a magnifying glass type of instrument as he sets the stone underneath of it and adjusts several lenses back and forth. Oh, yes, that's interesting there. That's a very powerful magic. Yes, it's several ways. You weren't joking about this one, you weren't?
Oh?
So it appears as if the primary enchantment on here is transmutation magic, presumably whatever is holding Commander Miranda within the gem. The second, however, is some sort of abjuration magic, a warning sign, something to guard the first. Unfortunately, it's designed in a way that makes it very difficult to dispel the magics. You would need, presumably 2 mages to try to dispel both enchantments on it simultaneously, and should one fail, I would hate to know what would happen to the person held inside.
Do you know of any culture, creature, or organization that regularly uses these?
Well, there are certainly stories of such magics being used by punishment for certain organizations. However, in Solbari, there's magic like this is often frowned upon. It's not really used as a form of punishment anymore. This is very old stuff.
Oh, what if we said that this was not coming from Solbari, but it was coming from the Underdark?
Oh, that would, yes, make a great deal more sense. Where exactly did Commander Miranda come from? Who has imprisoned her?
Doesn't matter. Unless you know of the affiliations and the inner workings of the Underdark.
Well, not exactly, no. I've done a little bit of study here and there, but it's not a specialty of mine.
let's just say a gentleman with multiple eyes held her captive as part of his employment.
Oh, I see. You can kind of see the realization of multiple eyes dawns on him, and he goes, "Oh, well, very good that you got her back promptly."
It was no sweat.
Is she in pain?
Oh, doesn't appear so. It appears as if she is frozen, particularly in the moment that she was captured in this state.
So, how do we get her out?
Well, unless you had the key phrase to unleash the enchantment, it would be very difficult. Like I said, you would need at least 2 mages working on it.
Big G,
I have got this.
give me the stone.
Can I try something first?
You can try.
I just want to try something. I'm going to point at Miranda's stone, cast message, and be like, Come in, Miranda. This is Geralt from the front. Do you copy?
Message has to be on the same plane of existence, correct?
Does it? I don't know if it does.
Sending can be in different planes of existence, but message is
Message
same.
does not specify.
Oh, it is a creature within 120 feet.
Oh.
I mean, I see.
She's right there.
I mean,
I look real close through the rock. It's like a kaleidoscope.
I'm gonna say, because it says magical silence or certain barriers, I'm going to say the barrier of being on another plane of existence probably.
That's easy to break through. Okay.
And I have one just above board question for Bayor's own benefit.
Sure.
How many days, and you just give me a number, has it been since we've been in the swamp? I mean, since we left the swamp. Like last time we met Comort and we said, "Peace, Comort. See you later." How many days has that been?
Been a week, right?
It has been. This is now day 6.
Thank you. That's all I needed.
Rylin, here you go.
Thank you.
Hi, Sir Johnny. So you gave us Captain Miranda back, but you did not give us the keyword to let her out. I feel as though this was a loophole in our agreement that I do not like. So, if you could please give us the key phrase to let out our commander, that would be great. Or things may happen. Bye!
A moment goes by, and Rylin, you hear a voice enter your head that says, Oh, I'm sorry. Did you not enjoy the terms of the contract you signed? And now, after the fact, want to add and or change something to our agreement? Because I believe that would mean we would have to re-agree upon the agreement. I mean, that's only fair, right?
Rylin, what is he saying? What is he saying, Rylin?
Here's the thing, Mr. Ten Eyes. Giving someone back and giving the thing that someone is contained in are 2 different things. We agreed on giving the person back, not the containment item that they were in. So, I think our agreement stands. You left out a piece of information.
You hear unnecessarily as this is all happening in your head, and it's not an actual verbal conversation as he clears his throat. He goes, as your little friend put it, as you signed explicitly in the contract, you traded a stone for a stone. Now, if you are unhappy about the stone that you received, we can renegotiate.
Hearing the word information, did we agree, Janders above board, was the agreement stone for stone, obelisk information, and information trading?
It was stone for stone.
Yeah.
It was like those itemized things were what we agreed on, right?
Yes, but we don't get the information until we complete our task. Rylin, if I may.
Please do, because I'm about to start speaking Sylvan.
I grab it and I go, just listen, my father was like a little bit of an alcoholic, okay? There was a lot going on, and just like, it's just so frustrating. I just feel like some of those problems are gonna come up through me in the future, and I just really don't want that to happen, you know?
After a brief pause, you hear, so I take that to mean our agreement is still intact.
Oh, 100%. And our agreement states that you'll be in contact with us through the stone, which means, I can't wait to hear all about your family problems, because you're going to hear all about mine. I mean, unless there was some other, like, maybe phrase you could tell us to help Commander Miranda. Otherwise, I got 26 more names to go through.
You talk as much as you want.
Oh, thank God, because I cannot, like, nobody can stop me. Like, seriously, I usually just keep spouting out things.
You don't seem to get any more response. So you can kind of, at this point in time, almost feel when someone is in contact with the other stone, and it appears like the other stone has been placed down.
Oh, unfortunately, that breaks our contract. Because constant communication was part of our contract. So apparently, gang, GSD-PR, our contract's broken. We don't have to do anything this guy says.
The stone is supposed to stay in contact with you.
Yes.
Yes.
This is great.
Very quickly now, you hear, very close. Very nice try. Your stone was to remain on your person.
Oh, no. I'm sorry. I signed the contract. I know what was in it.
You did ask for constant communication.
He hears in the distance of the sound.
You know what?
I mean, what happens if we have critical
unfortunate-
information and you're, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what he said, but what happens?
I'm relaying this.
That's fine. And you
He's in
kind
the
of hear,
bathroom.
there's a little bit of a muffled voice as you hear him go, Where's Carl? Get Carl in here right now. I don't care what time it is. Get me Carl. I'm going to pass you off to an associate of mine. Carl is one of my best men. He will get you all the information
I would
that
love
you
to talk
require.
to Coral, right?
Coral, yeah.
Coral.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, great. And then you kind of hear the voice come over the sending stone. He goes, "Oh, hi. My name is Coral, and I am the associate of Mr. Ten Eyes, and I am to
Coral
be your as Mr. Ten Eyes put it, your concierge to all things."
Oh, perfect. Hey, Coral, I just have a question. Have you ever seen an undead?
Well, not personally. I've never seen an undead
They walk
before,
a lot.
but
Some people call them the Walking Dead. Like, it's weird.
Mom. I've heard that name given to them by some people within the Underdark, but I've never personally seen an undead before, although Mr. Ten Eyes does threaten me very often that I will be an undead if I don't do exactly what he wants. Sometimes, he actually says that I would be even better to serve him as a zombie and like a ghost maybe sometimes, but like I think I do a really good job for Mr. Ten Eyes.
You'd be an amazing Walking Dead, okay?
Oh, thank you very much. I really appreciate.
You'd be, as they say, the Walking Dead.
Oh, I really appreciate. Positive reinforcement is not one of Mr. Ten Eyes' strong suits. If I can be very clear, now that he has left the premises, now it's just you and I talking. We're back
that's
in the
perfect.
now. Yeah, it's gonna be
I
fine.
like giving a positive affirmations. Yeah. How about you come find
the password?
How would you like to come hang out at some point? I would love to meet you.
I would really apprate that.
I feel like I'm on the. I feel like I'm on the fantasy version of Hinge right now. And Tinder.
I will say, as you continue this little conversation, you get the idea that one of the reasons you're passed off specifically to Carl is Carl has no problem talking as long and as much about whatever you want to talk about.
I found true love, guys.
He just listens.
Yeah, he's just like, and anytime you just spout off things, he's like, "Oh yeah, wow, that sounds like it's been a really tough situation for you and your family," and he's a really good conversationalist. Will not shut up.
The next 4 sessions of Diceburgh is just Carl.
It's just Carl and Big G.
Big G.
I love those little mushrooms too. They're so good. Especially putting them in some fancy Underdarkian recipe. Anyway.
Oh my god, I don't think people really appreciate Underdark cuisine as much as it can be really appreciated.
So what we're getting at it with this is that Big G and Coral are gonna have a podcast.
Oh my god, please.
We're gonna start the first Underdark podcast.
So I looked at the group and I go, hey, listen, this ain't happening. I'm sorry. We're not getting the code. But
who are you talking to?
Oh, it's Carl. It's my new my bestie.
Well, maybe Carl will know what the password is.
Carl does not. I can promise you that Carl is not trusted with anything. Hey, Carl, do you know the password for this stone?
The password? No. Mr. Ten Eyes does not trust me with any kind of passwords. I'm actually not even trusted with the password into the.
So here's an idea. Ayler. I want to learn so much from you. You are the person I am most interested in right now. But you said we need 2 skilled mages, right?
Yes, you would need 2 mages to both succeed on dispelling both of the enchantments at the same time.
Ayler. Well, look around this room. I mean, we've got people here that are skilled in magic, but we have you and we have me. 2 very skilled mages. That after a nice little sleepy do, we might be able to succeed on this.
Possible, yes. We could give it a shot. However, if we are unsuccessful, there's high likelihood that Miranda will not survive.
Oh, that's bad. Okay, hold on. We'll rethink this in the morning. And I just pick it up to hear if Coral's still talking.
Yeah, no, they don't even appreciate, let me with the password to the,
I know, isn't it awful? They really should trust you. And I put it back down.
Yeah, at this point in time, the tent flap opens up as you see Molly and Ambrose enter the tent again. It now getting fairly late in the evening. We're probably saying 2 a.m., 3 a.m., early morning time.
Well, we didn't name ourselves Get Shit Done Later.
Molly, Ambrose, thanks for coming. We found Captain Miranda, and I hold up the gem. Commander Miranda. Sorry, Big G has that whole Commander Rylin in my head.
What is that? Is that her?
Yeah. So she's frozen, in a stone. And it's gonna take some very knowledgeable mages to get it out. Unless maybe we can renegotiate with our Underdark friends.
Wait. Renegotiate?
Yeah, our words were held against us. In a sense of what we thought was a cute quip, turned into actuality. So, we traded a stone for a stone. But not the person. 'Cause loopholes. So, y'all have protection. Moving forward. We, unfortunately, are leaving. If we can find some mages to get Commander Miranda out of this. But I will say do it with hesitancy. Considering that there are a few fail-safes that might end in her demise. So. Oops.
Well, where exactly are you headed if you're leaving?
Into the eye of the storm.
That place.
For what purpose are you headed into the eye of the storm for?
So.
We're gonna kill a dragon.
Yeah.
Oh. Just that.
Yeah, just like another Thursday.
Yep. Yeah, our information leads to the sense that the obelisks that your party found us at before going to the tree is the centerfold of maybe some problems with the lands. And the dragons are connected to them, but also they're moving. So we're going to find some more information. We have about knowledge of 3 more. So we're going to go and investigate and see if maybe we can find a key to the puzzle that is what is happening to our plane.
Wait a minute. The obelisk that's moving in this winter storm.
Maybe.
If it is.
Yes.
Do we have any scouts that know of that as truth, or is that something that we've just obtained through Johnny Ten Eyes?
Well, funny you should say. We did get a. I'm doing Johnny's voice and not Amrose's. Well, funny you should say, but we got an update from the hard shells. We should head on over to the commander's tent. I can show you more there.
All right.
Kind of taking an Ayler says, I will continue my study of this gemstone here, see what I can find out about it.
Would you like some help, Ayla?
Certainly, if you would like to assist me, I'd be more than happy to.
Rylin, Bay, are you okay if I stay here and assist Ayla?
Yes, just please get some sleep.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
We might have an early morning.
You leave Big G behind in Ayler's tent, head on over through the dark to the commander's tent. You see there's already been some lights lit in the command tent. There's some papers that are scattered around the table, and you can see the map at the center of the table has been altered a little bit. And I will send the map here in the party chat so you can see it as we switch over for our audience to see as well. There we go. So So you can see there is an updated version of the regional map that has been at the center with the Mirrenfeld camp heading in. You can see the extent of the storm has been kind of mapped out, as well as you can see there is an additional town on the map.
Wait, where are we?
We are.
It's such a big map. I love it.
I swear to God.
So we are the shield, like the blue shield.
Okay.
Yeah.
I found it.
And then it should be a little bit larger for our audience because we should be a little bit more zoomed in. But right to the south of you is a new town of Oswegat. And then to the west of that town is the center of the storm.
Okay. All right. Are we backtracking?
Well, yes, because the storm's following us.
Yeah.
Yeah. The storm is
Okay.
coming up from the south.
We're gonna slap that storm in the face.
Okay. So I'm sorry. I'm putting things in my head together.
That's fine.
And
So the endless marsh. Why can't I speak? Was where the first obelisk was, correct?
Correct. Yeah, and the Feld is currently north of you, headed towards the
Okay.
entrance to the Great Trench.
Great. Awesome. That's what we wanted. And then we go further. Okay. Finding. Oh, okay. You can tell how excited I am by the number of times I click my pen. All right. I got it. Okay. So we're not backtracking. We're actually going further in a different direction.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you haven't been in this direction more. Yeah, technically, I guess backtracking would be north instead of.
Yeah. Guys, I failed the map thing that I had to do in college. So.
But you can see Ambrose gestures to the map and he goes, we got an update from the hard shells. It seems they found a border town. It wasn't on any maps in Celebari. Says it goes by the name of Oswegat. They said they're a relatively friendly town. They're nestled up in the mountains. They seem like they're fairly well off from what they said. They didn't get to the town itself, but they met with one of the town's scouting parties. Exchanged some information with them. Said they seemed like they might be open to trade.
That's lovely.
They were also able to confirm. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Captain. Sorry, Ambrose. I just continue.
Real quick, they were also able to confirm that the center of the storm is moving, and it is moving our way. There seems to be a mountain range. The center of the storm is localized around. There's heavy clouds. It's hard to get close, and the closer you get, the worse the storm picks up. But
Wait, is the mountain range moving, or is it just the current center of the storm?
the mountain range itself is moving. Whatever is going on with the plane adrift in this area, it's carrying the whole mountain range with it.
Great.
Oh.
Horrible. Okay.
Great. Horrible. Good.
Good.
Quote.
So we're going to head there then. I think we want you all to be safe. And we do not ask for you to come with us, but to continue to scout for the Feld itself. Big G, where are one of those stones?
I'm not
That's
there.
not. Oh,
Yeah, he's
great.
helping.
I look around.
That's right, he left. Ambrose, before we leave, I'm going to give you a stone. There's a stone that can send one message a day for your progress. So we can stay in contact as our party and your camp continues to move. Is that okay?
Probably for the best. That explosion caused a lot of commotion. And with the camp being the way it is, I don't think we should leave it in the same place as it is for very long.
Oh, you should have some protection moving forward. Aside from the extraneous beasts that are within this area, no other ridiculous attacks should happen.
Well,
And if they do, please let me know.
Will do. Can't lie, I'm not displeased to hear about that.
I understand. We need to get some sleep, Ambrose. Are there any other questions that you have about where we're going or what to do next?
Real quick, if just to fill you in on all the details on our end. Molly and I have went through. Oh no, you had those papers, didn't you?
Yeah, we have.
No, yeah, you did. You had them.
Mm-hmm.
Molly and I have been talking about things. We haven't heard from the Feld in a couple of days. Something doesn't feel right about that. We normally at least get some message from them. Now, Molly here, the Molly Wampers are normally the patrol between the Mirrenfeld camp and the Feld. She wants to take the Molly Wampers, head to the Feld just to make sure everything's okay with them. If you were leaving as well, that would keep me here at the camp to move it to a safe location away from where it is now. Try to get it back up on its feet with the limited Aurochs we have.
You thought about moving into Three Rivers Watch? Take some solace in a town?
We could retreat back further, but that would put you further out from any reinforcements we might be able to get.
How close is the last obelisk to where the Mirrenfeld camp is?
You mean the one in the swamp?
Yeah. Oh, that's back. That's like back.
Yeah, that would be
Okay.
Good 6-7 days.
Okay. All right. Never mind. I realize as I'm looking at this map, I'm like, oh, I know where we're going. This is not where my brain had it. Okay. Sorry.
I would like for you all to be safe and together. It may pull you further. What I would maybe suggest is if you're moving the camp, why don't we all travel together to this next town? That gives you a chance to be close enough. The Feld is moving in the same direction, so they should be moving towards us, towards the Great Trench, and we can all travel together. And when we go into the center of the storm, you're within a call.
That makes a lot of sense. I mean, the camp here is going to be fairly slow, so you could travel with us if you like, or you could travel ahead to the town.
We'll travel ahead. You take your time. We'll keep going, and if there's any other obstacles, we'll let you know through the stone.
Sounds like a plan. We'll get a trading list together, send you with some writs to take to the town. If they're open to trade and they're, willing to accept some gold, we can negotiate from there. It'll give you, authority to do so on behalf of the Feld.
We'll set the stage, you bring the goods. Okay?
Sounds like a plan. Then in the morning, we will make the arrangements and we will mobilize and head south to Oswego.
To Oswego. Bayor.
Yes.
We good? Does it sound okay to you?
Yes.
Then we will cut briefly to Big G and Ayler.
So I was thinking if we just hit it hard enough, it could just shatter her out.
I really don't think that you will understand the concept that I'm trying to explain to you here. If we shatter the stone, she is surely to be killed in the process.
Or a door would open. I've seen this like 3 other times at this point. The other one had a turtle in it. I mean, who knows?
The other one had a turtle. I'm really starting to double think. Just accepting your help without really asking you who you were, what your qualifications were.
Oh, I mean, I kind of learned from. Do you know Jim?
I do know Jim.
Oh, you do? Yeah, he taught me. I'm his apprentice. He showed me a little illusion magic, gave me a little...
You're Jim's apprentice. Did he ever tell you that I helped him develop a spell?
Oh, really? Wait, what spell? I'm actually... What? Please, go on.
Oh, well, yes, it's very interesting. It was a variation on the standard magic missile spell. It was to pepper it up a little bit. We called it Jim and Ayla's magic missile.
Oh, he taught me that. He just called it Jim's magic missile.
What?
Yeah, like look at my book, and I like show him the coin slot, and I was like, every time I cast it, I had to put a gold in here. It's like, yeah.
He's making money off of our spell.
Yeah, watch. I just shoot it, like through the tent, and I go, sorry, another gold. Shink. I just take it out of that little pad.
Oh, that thieving, no good! And you see he storms off.
Whoa, Ayla, hold on, don't you badmouth Jim. He's taught me everything I know.
Who do you think taught Jim everything he knows?
Was it you? Are you my grandfather?
Are you Gretty?
Note,
are you Gretty King?
A good note to call it for the evening as Big G and Ayler continue to try to figure out what's going on here. And the camp, you all, I will say, rest for the evening, and we will pick up next session, the morning, setting out to Oswego. So, thank you all once again for joining us here on Diceburgh. I'm Kurt Stridinger. You can find me on Mr. Kurt Wise on social medias. Don't miss the Ash and Shade Committee tomorrow night at 7:30. Don't miss Dark Dominion Saturday night at 7. We will not be here next week, but the week after, we may have a very special guest to be joining us. So you're not going to want to miss it. Stay tuned for any announcements of that guest as we get things figured out. But we will see you next time on Diceburgh. Thanks for spending your Tuesday night
Goretti
with
Prince
us.
Jr. Spoilers.
Yeah.
It is. Goretti Prince Jr.
Yeah.
But if we got Freddie Prince Jr., can you imagine? I don't know if Freddie Prince plays. That'd be a big hook.
Everybody, hold on.
If
Everybody in
not-
chat, tweet at Freddie Prince Jr. right now.
No.
Hashtag Diceburgh. Hashtag Goretti Prince Jr.
Yes.
Do it. There you go.
And if Goretti Prince Jr. Is on Diceburgh, I will. I don't know. I'll eat a skinny snack.
I will
shave
eat
my
my
head.
shoe.
I was gonna do that, but like, I don't want to eat a shoe. There's a maybe less than 0.
We have a better chance of getting Shaggy before we get Freddy.
I'll take it. I would take Matthew Lillard. Anyways, enough of our bantering. Have a good night. Thanks for joining us here on Diceburgh. We'll see you next time.
Yeah, we're
Get out of here.
that's where we are.
Love
Go to
ya.
bed, but come back tomorrow night.